257, 5060 DFW area number 2, and I want it right cleared to land, wind 0804. Caution wake trails flowing heavy blowing 777. Okay, great, we're in 756, thanks.
Any major planning effort requires a vision. You have to have people on your team that has the ability to dream and the ability to see things the way they will be in the future.
Dallas-Fort Worth International is the third busiest airport in the world, an estimated 2,000 takeoffs and landings a day, handling about 55 million passengers per year. In response to changes in the air travel industry, DFW is completing a $2.5 billion capital development program to enhance airport efficiency while maintaining the highest safety standards. Currently at DFW, arriving aircraft need to cross active runways in order to get from the arriving runway to the terminal. This requires considerable radio communications and can result in delays for departures as they wait to cross active runways.
American 326 Alpha, hold short of runway 18 left.
To resolve this, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport is proposing to build a system of perimeter taxiways.
DFW is recognized for its world-class safety procedures and protocols. Safety is our top priority, and fewer runway crossings would greatly reduce the potential for runway incursions. An additional benefit would be reduced communication because controllers and pilots would require fewer radio transmissions while taxiing. We're a big place with 18,000 acres and 7 runways. We think perimeter taxiways are a critical key to our future.
We're looking at a system that will allow aircraft to taxi from the point of exiting the runway until they get back into the gate terminal area on the inner core of the airport, unimpeded, unrestricted.
To investigate the validity of this theory, the DFW Safety and Capacity Enhancement Team developed and analyzed the perimeter taxiway concept over a 12-year period.
Studies have demonstrated that perimeter taxiways would reduce both departure and taxi delays. This would result in greater airfield efficiency in the form of reduced average delay per operation.
To build a set of perimeter taxiways at a busy hub like DFW requires more than paper studies.
We were able to model the airfield and model the operation in fast-time computer base, but it left several questions unanswered. And one of the largest questions was, how do we convey the information to the pilots and to the controllers and to the users of the system?
To do this, a powerful tool would be needed, one capable of representing the vast operations of DFW in a virtual reality environment.
After reviewing our options, we realized that NASA has a facility that is perfect for the job. NASA provides the best opportunity to live the experience.
Future Flight Central is a unique air traffic control and air traffic management test center dedicated to solving safety and capacity problems of the nation's airports.
Future Flight Central allows controllers, pilots, and airport personnel to evaluate technologies and collaborate on decisions pertaining to airport expansion or changes in operating procedures. With the realism of the Future Flight Central simulation, there is no more second guessing.
A tower cab featuring 360-degree views allows up to 12 simultaneous controller positions. Supporting positions such as pseudopilots, ramp controllers, radar controllers, and airport operators are located within the facility, allowing the entire user community to be involved and contribute their insight. All of the participants use a digital voice communication system so they can interact in real time.
Future Flight Central was something that I had never observed before, but I am in a total awe at the present time. It is as realistic as it can be without actually being the real thing.
When you get to the top of the steps and you look out, I mean, you feel like you're in Dallas.
It feels real. You're up there. Once you start working a problem or working a push, That's what we call it. You're into it, you're working, it's just like you're there.
It really enables you to take a look at a realistic traffic flow and determine aircraft movements and potential airport and procedural enhancements as well.
Future Flight Central can record and play back all the data elements available in the virtual reality air traffic control tower cab and flight simulator cockpit. Surface movement metrics, such as taxi times and runway crossings, can be collected and reported for each run. In addition to the tower cab and pseudopilot support, a full-motion flight simulator, also located at NASA Ames, was integrated into the traffic management demonstration.
The simulator gave us the ability to provide the pilot's perspective, and we were extremely concerned about that. We wanted the pilots to be a full partner with us in this endeavor.
The simulator that we're using is a Level D certified simulator, Boeing 747-400, and it looks just like the real aircraft when you get inside. It flies like the real aircraft, and the model of the airport is very realistic.
I've spent many years in simulators, and I thought that the quality of the simulator and the visuals and the representations were excellent.
American 457 DFW Tower, runway 17 right, taxi in position and hold. Position hold, American 457.
For 4 days, a battery of DFW simulated scenarios with and without perimeter taxiways was run at Future Flight Central. A variety of demand levels and traffic mixes were simulated in daytime conditions.
The primary objective of the demonstration is to provide an opportunity for FAA and pilot labor representatives to observe and experience the perimeter taxiways at high fidelity levels. That way, they can see the results and benefits firsthand.
By the use of the perimeter taxiways here at Future Flight Central, we've eliminated runway crossings, and currently at DFW we do 1,800 runway crossings a day.
You can see it when you're up there. We work so much harder without the perimeter taxiways. With perimeter taxiways, they're landing, they're rolling, they're taxiing.
For us, it benefits by not having to cross a departure runway. You eliminate the possibility of making a mistake and crossing in front of a departure.
You have to talk a lot more when you don't have a perimeter taxiway. You have to tell everybody to turn off. You have to tell everybody where to hold. You have to cross everybody over even more than one runway at times, and it cuts down transmissions a whole lot.
The secondary objective of the demonstration was to evaluate the proposed DFW airport improvements. DFW wanted to generate statistics with the human-in-the-loop runway crossings and monitor crossing times, taxi times, departure delays, and pilot-controller voice transmissions. The results of these studies will help us to refine procedures and improve our understanding of the benefits of perimeter taxiways.
There'll be fewer opportunities for pilots to do what we call stepping on each other, which induces confusion, missed radio calls, which is a safety issue. So I think that the efficiencies just in communications alone will improve safety.
The overall workload is down, and there's fewer transmissions, and there's less chance for hearback, readback errors.
One thing that we were able to see in the demonstration was actually doing a takeoff from one of the runways and doing a worst-case scenario, if you will. The airplane loaded at its max takeoff weight and then losing an engine, the most critical engine, and seeing how much we would be able to clear an airplane on the perimeter taxiway. And that really, really instilled a comfort level in me, because we, by far, were able to clear, the obstacle or the airplane that would be on the perimeter taxiway.
There's definitely an efficiency gain in the aspect that airplanes are continually moving and going to either their departure point or their arrival point, and not staying or stopping on the airport and basically hindering the operation or the flow of the overall airport.
Over time and during the day, if they're continually holding departure traffic, then it creates delays down the line. So in that aspect, the perimeter taxiway allows you to keep moving and prevents departure delays.
It certainly proved to me what I thought was a simple idea that we should have done a long time ago. But perhaps I've been a disciple of perimeter taxiways for so long that I've envisioned just what we have seen here today. And I'll be really excited to see it come to pass sooner rather than later.
American 2083, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff. 2083, clear for takeoff. American 766, connection departure, good day. 766.
The demonstration, from my perspective, gave me an opportunity to see in real time a dream that we've had for DFW for many years. It gave us the opportunity to look out the window and visualize the operation as we will see it in what I hope is no longer than the next 3 to 4 years.
The operational benefits over a 20-year period will equal nearly 4 times the capital cost to build perimeter taxiways at DFW. Investment-wise, this makes very good business sense.
After many years of careful planning and negotiations, it is truly gratifying to try out a virtual version of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, incorporating the proposed perimeter taxiways. But the real work is just beginning. To move on to the next phase of development, we will need the endorsement of all the stakeholders. DFW will begin working with the FAA to confirm the funding options for the project. We'll perform the prerequisite environmental evaluations required. The sequencing of construction from all stakeholders will be confirmed, and a preliminary engineering effort will be initiated. Regular progress meetings will convene to provide status updates and to obtain stakeholder feedback on design decisions. Ultimately, DFW will initiate a final design so construction can begin. Our goal is within sight. The perimeter taxiway system is an essential part of our development plan for Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. It's the key to our future. With it, we can build on our commitment to giving our customers and community the world connected.